Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I listened to Ticket's video in regards to Cam Newton, and I watched a couple of other videos because I watch other people's videos, to get their thoughts, shit, just see what they saying, because it helps me come back and make better, videos. And I've noticed the main problem that people are starting to talk about as far as Cam Newton go, why maybe some people don't take him seriously is the way he dresses. Cause some of that homoerotic shit he be wearing, it just is just it's just not a good look. Now, if you want to wear suits and ties, that's fine, man. But that shit you be wearing pink blazers and a green hat, and then you know another press conference you got on a fucking Smokey the Bear hat. I mean, just I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to take you serious if you dress like that. I could take a dude serious dressed in a hoodie and in some jeans or in a sweatsuit better than I can Cam. Now, don't think I'm getting on here talking some coon shit, cause that's not me. Because let's set the record straight. There's no such thing as dressing like a thug, because a thug can be anybody. you know, Talking about a dude is dressed like a thug that got on a sweatshirt and in a hoodie is complete bullshit. Once again, white people propaganda. Because some of the biggest thugs that ever walked the earth, you know, were white, non-black. You know, Al Capone, John Gotti, Nicky Scarfo. Them motherfuckers at Enron. Them motherfuckers at AT&T. Them motherfuckers at Wells Fargo. You know, so please stop it with that shit. Just another stereotype they trying to put on black people. Cause like I said, the biggest thieves and the biggest thugs are motherfuckers. You know, that's in buildings or in Washington D.C. Or wearing badges. But anyway, let me get to my point. I'm serious, man. I think one of the biggest problem with Cam Newton is the way he dresses for press conferences. I know he has his own clothing line, which, by the way, if that's from his clothing line, I will never buy no shit like that. It is so hard to take a dude serious that got on a pink blazer, a green hat, and then one time he had on these weird looking Versace pants that looked like just completely gay. And then, another time he had on some goofy looking blazer, once again, a big ass Smokey the Bear hat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it 100, man. I cannot take somebody like that serious. I could have a straight conversation, a straight up G conversation with a nigga dressed in a hoodie and a chain on, you know, better than somebody that dressed like Cam Newton, you know, because at the same time, man, he looked like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes he dressed like a gay pimp, you know. He don't look like Kenny Red or Pimpin' Ken or Bishop Don Juan. He looked like a complete weirdo. And I just think his wardrobe might be the problem. And I don't want to hear about, well, what about Tom Brady? Well, keep in mind, what color is Tom Brady? How many times you guys got to understand there's a big difference between Cam Newton and Tom Brady. The biggest difference is they fucking color. And I just think if Cam Newton gonna dress like, I mean, if you gonna wear suits and ties, man, just wear a regular looking suit. Now, if you gonna dress casual, wear regular casual clothes. That's all I'm saying. It's just certain shit, man, you can't wear. And I think that his wardrobe is part of the problem. I'll give you another example and then I'm gonna leave it at that. I remember this show with the fitness doctor, Dr. Ein Smith, the brother that used to be on Damn, I forgot that celebrity losing weight show on VH1. I was Celebrity Boot Camp or some shit like that. But anyway, he had another reality show where he was teaching people about, you know, how to dress and impress, people trying to, prep them for the corporate world. And it was some dude, some black dude that was on there, and he just, you know, he came to a meeting, and this fool had on like some blueberry blue looking shoes, some weird looking socks, and his outfit was just totally goofy. And Dr. Ian King told him, "Look, man, you dress like you going to the club, man, instead of dressing for a job. Look, man, I understand, man. It's certain, certain things you have to wear for certain jobs, man. I know if you work at a bank, I don't think the bank wants you coming in there with no lemon lime suit on, okay, or a pink suit on. You know, it's certain color schemes that they want you to wear. A gray suit is cool. A dark blue suit is cool. A dark black suit is cool on. A tan suit, even a dark brown suit on. But when you start coming with them red suits and yellow, you know, purple and shit like that, they gonna be like, "Hey man, what's going on?" You affiliate certain colors with certain things, unfortunately. Now, if you work at, a warehouse or something, then you wear your sweats and or whatever you wear or some shit like that. Me, I work in the food industry. I don't have to dress up, you know, but it's certain attire that they want me to wear. I work in the food industry. I work, what the fuck it look like me walking in with a suit on, knowing that this motherfucking suit gonna get dirty. They wouldn't take me serious. They'd think I'm playing or something. So the same thing goes on with Cam Newton. I think maybe his wardrobe is his problem, man. I think if he got people paying more attention to how he's dressed instead of listening to what he have to say. Because after that press conference, certain people was getting on Twitter making fun of how he was dressed and shit, saying what's up with that outfit. So that's the problem right there. So it might be him. But anyway, man, I'm out.